Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Vinland Saga. You guys, last time was so good. We finally got that cat out of the bag about Thorfinn and his past, and boy was it dramatic. It was such a well done scene. I'm really just loving the emotional depths that we're going to after such a very brutal first season. We're able to step back and really look at how that's affected everybody and see it through the eyes of someone like Einar, who, you know, is just coming from the opposite side here, and then just getting to know Thorfinn and learning, not really learning his story yet, but knowing enough for there to be conflict. So great episode. Of course, we left off on Canute possibly showing up, probably showing up. So I'm excited. I'll briefly get into my thoughts on the last episode so that we just can kind of jump on in here and see what's going to happen. Before I do all that, I do just want to say, if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I am glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. That helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. Alright guys, so yeah, we had a really good one last time. We had this whole concept of, we have this new character, Snake, coming on in here. Of course, you know, Thorfinn recognizes something in Snake's eyes that reminds him of Askeladd, and his body just reacts and kind of shows him that okay, well, your body wants to survive. Your mind is not really in sync with that, but at the very least, you don't totally want to die, I guess. So, another interesting thing that people have been bringing up to me in the comments is that, and I don't think I really realized this, I don't think Thorfinn is, totally aware of, everything. Am I correct in thinking that? Because I feel like I've seen a few comments that are saying, he's not totally aware of, all the reasons why he's so messed up. It's not that he can remember, but he doesn't even really know what's going on with the nightmares. He just kind of wakes up and doesn't seem to remember. I don't know. Oh, you guys let me know that the person in the nightmares was the woman who took him in at the village and everything. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So that makes sense. But yeah, he definitely I don't think he's super self-aware about how he's feeling or what he's feeling right now. But yeah, so we had a real run-in with Einar at the end there. Of course, he starts to see that something's up. There's no way this guy is just you know, he's got a past, and what is that past? And of course, once he finds out, how can you not blame him for just going into rage mode? But I was really proud of Einar for, first of all, not choking Thorfinn to death. Second, he couldn't bring himself to not, he did eventually have to wake him up from his night terrors. And I think that really says something. It says something that they might not be warm and fuzzy at the moment, but even as close as we are to everything, Einar can see that look, I know you are not personally really responsible for my family's death. And I think that takes a lot. Because, you know, we're not talking about oh, this was so many years ago, and you know, I mean, there hasn't been a ton of time to heal for either of them, really. There really has not been a lot of time. I think some time has passed, months and everything. Well, for Thorfinn, it's been a few years, but I don't think it's been super long for Einar since that whole thing, since he got sold into slavery and everything, and he lost his family, and just a sentiment that you know, you're here because someone wanted you to live. And it's beautiful to think that that's what's keeping Einar going. And for Thorfinn, you really do have to wonder, who is keeping him living right now? Because he lost his dad. He lost the revenge he was seeking in Askeladd, which is the only thing that was keeping him going. I don't know where, like his mom and sister are out there somewhere, and somebody had to remind me of that in the comments, like, because I remember that, like, we didn't see them die, but, like, we haven't seen them either, and I don't know, like, you know, if we'll be reunited at some point or whatnot, but, yeah, so what really is keeping him going at this point? Is it literally just, like, the physical instinct of, like, not getting killed, you know? So yeah, but something tells me they're going to end up friends. They're going to figure it out together. So, I think we have a lot to look forward to this season. Already so far, it's very, very emotional. I love that we're digging deep into, you know, the effects of everything on Thorfinn and what he's going through. And we've got some new characters who I'm already super invested in. Einar's like I think Einar's like my favorite character, even though we just met him. He might be like my favorite character of the whole series. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for more. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of Vinland Saga? Let's do this. Are we doing a flashback? Oh, we are. We're doing a flashback. Yeah, what's been going on? Oh, okay. We're gonna okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're reliving that. Gotcha. Oh man. It's, I don't want to say it's nice to see Askeladd again, but yep, yeah, we had the whole, yeah, yep, and then Canute goes in, yep. And we're okay. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Oh, we got a haircut. Oh, all right. Yeah, Ensign, we were, everything was back up in the air again. Oh, China. Oh, no, not the dog! Anything but the dog! Yeah, indeed. You know what? I'm so sick of seeing dogs getting hurt. Not about it. But also, yes, I acknowledge the conflict. Yikes. Jewel of the fields. That, oh my god, that has, oh. I don't like this. This, ooh, not about that. See, Canute's here to change the game, you guys. Wow, he is not gonna stand for that. Okay. They're like, are you for real gonna make us behead people for, but he's not. Oh, hey. Oh. He would though. Does it have anything to do with what's oh. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Last thing he saw before he died. Oh, he's just, I love how he's just coming in like a bat out of heck. Look at it. Oh! What an entrance, though. Oh my god. I don't know, like, how we're even gonna hold him back. Like, it's not funny, but it kind of is. Oh, you know what? That's really saying something. Guess he really dislikes frogs. He doesn't want your compliments. Now he's come to chop off more heads. Yeah. Well, take a breath. Oh man. Oh, it's so good to see ya. He's got his eye on you. Well, I guess it kind of depends on who you ask. Just, thing is, but, that's, okay. Oh my god, he's like, that's mildly irritating. Oh. Oh, that's a lot. That is a ton of treasure. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah. I feel like Oh, okay. I was like not sure what his answer, what his response to that was going to be, honestly. Oh, and we're back. Okay, we're back to doing the the trees. Oh, we're going back and forth between like the heavy labor and the just piles of like Scrooge McDuck levels of piles of money. How's this looking to ya? Is this a little bit more your speed? Oh, that's a lot. That was more than what? Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like at the end of the day, he's probably not even here for that. You know what I mean? He's here for the bigger picture, like you said. Ooh, should we be stepping in and yelling things? So in other words, if you're doing this without sanction, then music though. So kind of what you're saying is, yeah, he's been playing kind of dirty over here, but you know what? Oh, yeah. Yep. I mean, then again, you have Canute who's showing up here in person. I mean, you're already here giving money to another king. Yeah. See. We got a second king problem. Okay. That's the price. Oh. Were we testing him? Oh. What are we lighting? Oh, well, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, are we... Oh, are these... Yeah, there's definitely some messages going back and forth here. What exactly are we saying? And this is the okay. We're showing you, yeah, what you would be up against. Ooh. So basically, we're saying help us, or wow, I mean he's laying hardball over here, you guys. But I mean, you kind of have to in that situation, don't you think? I don't know if you'd be able to like diplomat your way out of this whole situation. Okay. So we made that happen. So now he's like the king? An illness. Probably an untraceable poison, if I had to put money on it. Edmund. Okay. So they're not acknowledging Canute. Oh. Okay, now I feel like they're going to start to get a little suspicious, but maybe not. I mean, it was the plagues and everything were very common, and yeah, he Canute's out here getting it done. Yeah, it took a couple of kings to get here, but here we are. Yeah. 1018. Wow. Now everyone's gonna be after him. He better watch out. Okay, long live the king. That better not be the end of the episode. I know that wasn't a whole episode. How is that a whole episode? That was, guys, that was so good. All right, guys. Wow. Okay. I'm still not, I think you guys were trying to explain to me probably how and why of like Thorfinn ending up as a slave and everything, but it hasn't like officially been kind of covered yet in this. But now we get to catch up and connect the dots here with our old buddy Canute. And wow, Canute is formidable. I gotta say, also we got to see Thorkel again, which I gotta say, it's just always a good time when he's on screen, you guys. Like, are you ever bored when Thorkel is on screen? I'm not. I don't think you are either. So of course he came in like, you know, bat out of hack, just gunning for Canute, and I like how Canute kind of has like a very silent, almost sort of respect for that kind of bravado. Yeah, guys, we got to catch up with what Canute was doing that whole time. He went through, I mean, the first king, I guess, technically had help with, but man, those last two kings, like, he made pretty quick work of them. It's almost kind of scary to think of, like, how he coordinated all of that. And, like, there's one thing to have, like, brute force. It's one thing to charge in, do battles, all that other stuff. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, even under a very kind of careful, coordinated reign. But I mean, there's also something to be said for just like playing your cards right. And that's just what he did here. And he just came in and like strategized the heck out of this situation and ended up king. And you can see how he has his ideas of like what his reign is going to look like. And a lot of those are like, I'd almost maybe say like altruist. I don't know if I go as far as to say that, but like the whole, like, we're not going to like sell off the women and the spoils and everything, like, but he's like willing to like behead people to do it. Or he comes in and he's like, look, I'd like your help. Okay, you said no. How about you help me or I burn everything to the ground? And like he is not afraid. He is not afraid to like get in there and do that. Yet at the same time, it's kind of amazing how he didn't get his hands dirty. You know, it's like they just died of illnesses. You know, there wasn't a lot of like charging in, and I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, and it fits really well. So yeah, guys, wow. I gotta say, I'm kind of loving Canute. Future Canute. He's like a whole vibe. And he's come a long way. He too has been through quite a bit, and wow. He's leaving his mark, you guys. I'm very curious to see. I'm sure we're gonna have to like connect these two at some point, right? Like we're gonna connect back up these two stories. Like for right now we didn't, but it was kind of interesting to have the back and forth between like, you know, just like the thing with the trees and like the heavy manual labor and being like completely, you know, at the bottom of like doing this manual labor as a slave, and then and then cutting back to like just kind of stomping out these like Scrooge McDuck piles of gold and coins. And I think it was actually silver, not gold. But I mean, if that's like I'm sorry, all I can think of is Scrooge McDuck when I see the piles of gold, silver, coins. All right, you guys, I need to wrap it up. Man, that was like an enthralling episode. Again, it's not like we have like a ton of, especially in that, because that wasn't a lot of like action and war and fighting and everything. But it's all going on, you know. It's very like his way is very more strategic and like cerebral, and it kind of is fitting with this whole season how we have so much happening, but a lot of it is not even like a battle being fought on the battlefield. Does that make sense? Maybe? I don't know. Is that a good way to sum it up? So, all right, guys. I thought this was great. I was so happy to catch back up with some familiar faces and see kind of what's been happening this whole time. So now we have Canute as the official king of England. Really hope nobody comes gunning for him. But typically that's how it works. So yeah. And I don't know very much about this period. Some of you out there are real history buffs, and I love reading your comments of like what exactly was going on and what, like how this compares against like actual history. But for me, I'm just like, I have no idea what's going to happen next. Like I am, in my ignorance of history, I guess you could say I am spoiler free on the subject. So that's one way to look at it. But yeah, I'm here for it, you guys. So great episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please, oh my goodness, I can't do it with the dogs and no. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be intense in its own way. I think we're gonna have a lot of intensity. So I will need you. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.